Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for today's webinar, How to Deploy the Right Technology to Launch and Scale Profitable Client Accounting or Client Advisory Services. I am Gary Dehart. I'm the publisher of Insightful Accountant and host of today's webinar. Our speaker today is Brad Adams, CEO of Qvinci Software. Brad is charged with formulating and executing Qvinci's mission, which is defined by a single word: empowerment. To empower accountants and accounting firms of all sizes with near real-time access to the relevant financial and non-financial data, reporting, and business intelligence that everyone understands. A primary component of his role is to consult with the leadership teams of accounting firms of all sizes. He's known for his expertise in implementing advisory engagement programs that significantly reduce manual work hours while adding enormous value and profit to client advisory offerings. We do have a few housekeeping items that we want to go over before we turn this over to Brad. First, CPE is available for this session. You must be present for 50 minutes, 50, and you must participate in at least 3 of the poll questions. We have 4 total. You have to participate in 3 at least. Those who meet the minimum criteria will receive their certificate within 24 hours. If you have any questions, we ask you to put them in the chat, and the link to the recording will be sent to you and can be found on our YouTube channel within a few days. The slides will be available in the chat once I turn the webinar over to Brad, and they will also be included in a link to the slides will be included in the follow-up email you receive from us within 24 hours. That really covers it from a housekeeping standpoint, but I did want to ask Brad a question before we kick off. So Murph wrote a little bit about, we've been doing a series on reporting and analytics. Murph wrote a little bit about Qvinci, I think it was yesterday, and in that article, he references kind of the move of that QuickBooks has made from, or Intuit has made from Fathom over to Qvinci. Could you just give a little detail on what that is, how that impacts the end user and the accounting professionals?
Certainly, Gary. Thank you very much, and welcome today. Fathom is being sunsetted by Intuit as of August 1 in a couple of days, and Qvinci is going to be providing their consolidation and business intelligence tool as a substitute. We have it's basically consolidation and customizable business intelligence. That's where Qvinci succeeds, and that's where the competitors fail. A lot of our competitors are about 10 KPIs, boilerplate dashboard, and one-size-fits-all business intelligence. Qvinci provides both the consolidation piece and the business intelligence. Both business intelligence you can use as is, and customizable at your will. On our website, we have a bunch of financial specials right now going on, and please take a look at our website and see if that fits your needs. So with that being said, let's move into our presentation for today. The first thing we want to do is we want to talk about our learning objectives. Why are we here today? Okay, we want to talk about using the right technology to review those precise metrics and generate that business intelligence that our clients can understand and implement. Okay, we also want to learn how to use the right technology to easily drill down through layers of financial data to get to that financial data that our clients can use to change their behavior. And we want to do that quickly and efficiently. Time is money. Okay, so we also want to learn how to provide value-added financial insights that your clients can understand. And this will increase your earnings and help establish you as that trusted advisor. I know the term trusted advisor gets thrown around a lot, and advisory services gets thrown around a lot. But I'm going to suggest let's not get caught up on terminology, because we're going to show you how actually easy it is to become that trusted advisor, to develop those accounting advisory services, client advisory services, and how important that is today, especially in light of the current inflationary and recessionary pressures. One of the things that we're going to show you today is how those financial insights and business intelligence can be easily coded in green is good, red we got to talk. And what that means is, we all know that most of our small business clients don't truly understand traditional financial statements and are not really interested in learning how. So you give them a P&L and balance sheet, they throw it on the dining room table. When they come home, they may look at it. But what they do understand is green is good, red we got to talk. It's simple, easy to implement. And also we want to teach you how to motivate your clients to reach out to you when problems get bad. And we want to teach you how to monitor your clients' corrective progress and reach out to them proactively. So what are the financial advisory services roadblocks? Well, human nature is one of them. People are not going to spend money on advisory services without being motivated to do so, without seeing the clear benefit. And as we just discussed, most small business owners don't understand traditional financials. And also, I'm going to make the argument that most accountants lack the resources required to respond to their clients' advisory needs. That's where we come in, and we provide that customer support team to help you, and the resources to help you provide those advisory services and make your services more valuable to your clients. There's lots of things being written about the end of traditional accounting being commoditized. Well, our advisory services platform helps you and your firm increase your value to your clients. So what do we do here? We want to learn about the right technology that removes the friction. Okay, and that's with our advisory portal and KPI scorecard. We're going to give you a tool or teach you how to use a tool to communicate your client's financial wellness in a manner they can understand. Okay, and finally, we are going to help you look at the right technology to provide resources to you, the accountant, to scale your advisory services. Okay, so let's talk about these three simple things here. These are the technology-based objectives. Number one, provide value-added insights clients understand. As we talked about before, green's good, red's bad. Two, work smarter, not harder. As Murph has indicated in many of the last webinar I did with him, your time is your most valuable asset. We don't want to waste that. We want to show you how to use our tools and work smarter, not harder. Okay, and we're going to also show you the objective is how that right technology will provide you the resources to jumpstart and scale your client advisory services practice. Okay, and we're going to show you all about the tools on how to do that. And the final thing is we call this the push-pull dynamic to catalyze advisory services. Okay, these are themes we're going to discuss a lot today. And it boils down to tools that motivates or pushes clients to reach out to their accountant to seek help, and tools that motivate the accountant to contact clients and pull them into their advisory practice. On the push side, we use the KPI scorecard. On the pull side, we use the advisory portal. We'll show you that in a minute. But our whole goal is to create that win-win scenario where the client wants to call you and you want to call the client. It's a win-win. Okay, now let's talk about the advisory life cycle. Okay, and we've kind of broke this advisory life cycle down into two phases. Phase one is the important part of the turnkey advisor program. It includes step one, review the metrics with the advisory portal. Step two, generate professional looking BI and reports like the KPI scorecard and financials in seconds that clients truly understand and can implement. And three, use Qvinci's marketing kit to spread the word and position yourself as an added value to your staff, your clients, and your prospects. Okay, phase two is sort of, and we estimate after 90 days, but it could be earlier or later, and we'll discuss that later. But it really takes the advanced customizable tools of Qvinci and brings your value added to your clients to the next level. But we think, and we have some data on this because our tool came out a little while ago, and we have a lot of clients on it right now. And a lot of them say that, you know, following that step one, step two, step three first, and getting that completed and mastered is very important. And we're going to talk about that in turn, each step in turn. So the next part of phase one, we break down into our three-step processes. Excuse me, three-step process. Step one, review the metric with our advisory portal. Easily identify color-coded problem areas that are critical importance to your clients and prospects' profitability. And we're going to go over the advisory portal, and I'm also going to go into the app and show it to you. And it follows the same principles of green is good, red we got to talk. And with so many metrics now out there, you don't want your clients getting lost, or the accountants getting lost on focusing on things that are not driving the process. You want them to focus on, okay, my cost of goods sold are trending negative, my consulting fees are trending negative, and I need to focus on those in the next month and not worry about those other things that are trending good. Okay, so once we review the metrics in the advisory portal, and that's the accountant reviews the metrics of its client, then step two, we generate the reports. And that's with our automated KPI scorecard and automated financial reporting. It's all right there. It's press the green button and go. Okay. And once you review the metrics and you know which clients are having problems, you can generate reports and send those reports to the clients and show them your value, your added value. Okay. And so the third step, and we're going to go into this a little bit more detail in a minute. The third step is spread the word. We have built a comprehensive marketing kit with examples of the business intelligence and the financial reporting. And it actually even includes ready-to-use email templates that you can throw in your Outlook or other email service provider, and start sending emails to your staff, to your existing clients, and even to prospects. All right, let's now we've talked about the three steps. Okay, now let's go into step one. Okay, and step one is reviewing the metrics. Okay, as you can see here, the advisory portal has all the clients on the vertical and the metrics on the horizontal. Okay, and and this is fictitious data out of our demo account, but you can see where my total income is down 19%. My gross profit margin's down, well, in this case, 0%. My net profits margins up 171%. So what you can do here is you can start looking at clients when's the last time they synced, what's their as of date or reporting date, and their metrics. And these cells are all hot and clickable. Okay, so you start here looking at the client to see where the reds are. This is where I got to start investigating. Okay, so the first thing you do when you get to the advisory portal is you choose the reporting date. Okay, and you have 5 choices: reporting month, prior month, reporting month versus same period same period prior year, reporting 3 months versus prior 3 months, and so on. You have 5 reporting periods. You choose your reporting periods, it automatically hydrates. So what you essentially have is your client's entities summary movement of P&L and balance sheet data over time. Okay, and as I said, you click it, it automatically hydrates. At the end of this, I'm going to take you into the demo and show you exactly how easy it is. Okay, so once you get to the advisory portal, you click on any cell, in this case, net profit margin, and this advisory analysis card will pop up. And the advisory analysis card is going to give you more granular data of the things you're trying to investigate for your clients. Okay, and you can pick from any cell in the P&L, and it'll appear and show that summary data. Very simple. Just click the button, and advisory analysis card opens up. Okay. Now we have some options in the advisory analysis card. We could pick. We could scroll through and review those items. We can decide that I need to review top 10 expenses. I need to review cost of goods sold, or any number of things that are on the advisory portal. And once you've decided which one of those advisory analysis cards you want to dig into, you can start looking at that data. In this case, top 10 expenses. Okay, so let's just say, for example, that you want to dig further into these top 10 expenses. You're going, wow, my top 10 expenses are down 82 or 83%. I need to dig further. So the little green button on the lower right-hand side, you see with the red arrow, you click that button and you drill down to the underlying reports that contain that data. Top 10 expenses would be a P&L. If you went to cash, it'd be a balance sheet. So you can drill down to the underlying report and see the very granular data associated with those top 10 expenses. So in sum,
I sure said I couldn't do this. I was like, man, what did I do?
I'm sorry. I heard some background noise there. Anyway, so in sum, with 4 clicks of a mouse, the user can choose a reporting period, review the high-level data in the advisory portal, click through to the advisory analysis card to review the summary data, and click through to the underlying reports for the most granular data. And we got even more than that. From either the advisory portal or the underlying report, you just click a cell and it'll bring you right into the general ledger. Okay, and you can filter the general ledger activities and even export it to Excel. Accountants can also review pending journal entries and authorize or reject them from the same screen. Okay, so and finally, you can also drill down to the journal entry management page in QuickBooks from the advisory portal, analysis card, underlying report, general ledger, journal entry. 4 clicks of a mouse. So basically, the user can create, review, and approve with appropriate permissions journal entries and manage the entire process of their clients from the advisory portal. You can even toggle back and forth from the general ledger to the journal entry. So you can go from high level to very granular in 4 clicks of a mouse. Very simple. Okay. Before we go on to that, I wanted to just touch with, the ability to drill down from the advisory portal all the way down to the general ledger and journal entry. It ties into the themes that we talked about before, which is removing advisory service roadblocks by having the appropriate resources and being able to communicate your client's wellness in a manner they can understand. It talks about meeting the advisory services objectives, working smarter, not harder. Time is your most valuable asset, and using the right technology with the right resources. And finally, promoting that push-pull dynamic of catalyzing advisory services, motivating the accountants to talk to the clients, motivating the clients to talk to the accountants. It's a win-win when we're all working together. So we talked about these in the beginning, but step 1 of this process ties right into those objectives and themes. Okay. All right. Now, once the accountant has gone through the advisory portal, decided which one of its clients need help, and which one of its clients it wants to provide these advisory services, we have step 2, which is called generate the reports. It's simple. All the reports are built for you. It's a KPI scorecard package, and you could use it for single entities. You could use it for multi-entities. It auto-populates the top 5 income, costs, and expense items in your QuickBooks files. It auto-calculates ideal ranges. Average of the last 12 months range plus or minus 2%. Red equals problem areas. So it's period-based trending, month over month, quarter over quarter, year to date over year over year. Again, green is good, red we got to talk. It's exportable to Excel or PDF. It's a simple report that you run it. You can attach it to an email to your client or your prospect, and we'll go over that in step 3 in the marketing kit. But you can see here, it's green is good, red's bad. Dental supplies, trending bad, a negative 15,000 and change. I got to look at that. Okay, so you send this to your client. Your client can look at this thing and say, hey, there's 5 or 6 areas here that I'm trending negatively on there. Maybe I need to call up my accountant and talk to him about how do I fix that. Hopefully when you guys meet, you have already looked at the advisory portal. He's looked at the KPI scorecard. You guys can come to a conclusion. These are the areas we need to focus in the next month or quarter before things get too bad. And as I said earlier, in light of the inflationary and recessionary pressures, this is going to become very, very important. Now, sorry about that. With the KPI scorecard, it's a package. It includes the KPI scorecard, but it also includes total net income and running cash balance year over year by month. And you can see the graphical presentation here of both net income, total and net income, and running cash balance. And it's included in a package for you to send to your customer. It also includes top 10 expense analysis, okay, and accounts receivable and accounts payable analysis. And if your client doesn't need any one of these, they can be removed from the package. But as you can see, it's a pretty extensive package that comes for you to use with your clients. Also included with the Turnkey Advisor program are 2 optional financial packages if you want to send those financial packages to your customers. You just press the green button and you're done. And with this, when you get this the deck, they'll have examples of these packages for you to look at. It takes all of the necessary tools to generate simple, understandable, and deployable financial business intelligence and financial packages that you can easily send to your clients. I think that, and also we include numerous knowledge-based articles, video tutorials that come along with this program to walk you through the process. Because one of the biggest things we've heard in this program, and when we were building this program, is having the right resources to go with the program, but also have the customer success staff right there to help people get off the ground. And I think we've done that. Our customer success staff is right there in Austin and ready to service our clients nationwide. So, step 2 is all about generating reports. And I think we've covered a number of things here of the type of reports we want to generate to get you up and running in the advisory services. And again, this step 2 ties back to the original themes we talked about of removing the advisory service roadblocks by having the appropriate resources, by meeting the advisory services objectives, by providing simple, value-added business intelligence and financials that your clients can easily understand, and allowing you as the trusted advisor to work smarter, not harder. And also, again, this step 2 promotes that push-pull dynamic of catalyzing advisory services, because it's going to allow you to provide simple business intelligence and financial reportings to send to your customers and prospects and motivate them to reach out to you to help with problems. So let's talk about step 3 of the advisory services program. And I think this is the most interesting or the best part of this whole program. It's called it's called step 3, spread the word.
Hey, Brad, sorry, this is Gary. Can we run a poll here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, let's run a poll question. Sorry about that.
All right, it is posted.
Okay.
We'll keep that open for about another 5 more seconds. And again, if you want CPE, you do need to participate in 3 out of the 4 polls. So I'm going to close it out in about 3 seconds here. 2 and 1. All right, thanks, Brad.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I meant to get that earlier. I guess I got so wrapped up in my presentation, but all right, we got that one out. All right. Step 3, we'll get back to step 3. I'll make a note here. Step 3 is spread the word. It's our marketing kit. And we worked very hard in building the advisory services marketing kit for our customers. Once you've had the client wellness dashboard and the advisory portal, you can see where your clients are doing bad. Then you have the simple KPI scorecard package and financial reporting. You got your business intelligence and financial package. Well, I got to have a way to communicate that to clients efficiently and proactively. So what we did here is we basically crafted a staff introduction email, an existing client email, and a prospect or attracting new client email that, and we give you an example of the client email to the right there, and allow you to take that and easily, with the click of a mouse, download it to your Outlook email or any other email provider, including samples of the KPI scorecard, financial reporting, and advisory portal. Okay, an advisory portal would just be a picture, but you can easily show your client what type of client advisory services they can expect from you. So I think that this marketing kit would really help you in terms of advising your of getting the word out. That's why we call it spread the word. And I think that I think a lot of people get nervous when they talk about marketing or they talk about advisory services, but don't worry about the wording or the tagline. I mean, it's just about developing simple metrics and developing a simple method to communicate those metrics to your customers. Okay, if you can send that email to a customer with a sample of the KPI scorecard, or send that email to your customer and actually get his actual data out of the QuickBook files and give him a real KPI scorecard, and then schedule a meeting with him to talk about it. So I think that the marketing kit that we're talking about here today also, and this is, you're gonna hear me repeat this theme throughout this presentation. The marketing kit also, okay, fits into the themes we talked about at the beginning: removing advisory service roadblocks, meeting advisory services objectives, and promoting that push-pull paradigm of catalyzing advisory services. Those three themes, fit in every step of this program. And I think the push-pull dynamic, and that's those tools like the advisory portal that we use to motivate the accountant to reach out to the client, and those tools like the KPI scorecard and basic financials that motivate the clients to reach out to the accountants, promote that win-win scenario of working together. So let's move on to before we move on, we have one more area to cover in the spread the word. We get a lot of feedback from accountants, and one of the things that we got was, it's hard to get. How do I get started? Okay, well, we recommend that you use Qvinci for a period of time. We recommend 90 days, and use it as an investment to show your customers the level of business intelligence and financial analysis you can show them, and then later on charge them, because if they will be motivated if they see what you provide them is something that's worthy to them. Okay, I mean, we want you to engage with your clients to promote the inevitable client questions and requests for advisory services they get when they see the KPI scorecard, and they look at those 5 or 6 red areas, and they say, wow, my cost of goods sold was up 20% last month. I better talk to my accountant and figure out what can we do to fix that before it's too late. All right, next we're going to go to phase 2 of the advisory life cycle. We just talked about phase 1, which is step 1, 2, and 3, review the metrics, generate the reports, and spread the word. Well, we break it down into phase 2 because phase 2 includes more sophisticated tools to be used for cash flow and forecasting analysis, multi-entity scorecards, and it's both multi-entity clients and like clients. For example, we have a accounting firm in Colorado. They represent hundreds and hundreds of independent dentist offices. Well, they use our consolidation and multi-entity scorecard to provide the benchmarking for their anonymized benchmarking to their dentist clients. So it's not just peers within the same organization. If you represent a number of people within an industry, dentists, plumbers, lawyers, whatever, the same paradigm applies. So it can be, we suggest that people go through step 1, step 2, step 3, and get that done and mastered, and then go to step 4 and 5. And it falls under that old crawl before you walk, walk before you run scenario. So let's when we talk about phase 2, let's talk about some of the specific reports that we're discussing. And one is our what if cash flow and forecasting optimizer tool. Okay. And we're going to talk about that more in a minute, because that is going to be really relevant for the upcoming inflationary and recessionary pressures. And then we have, of course, the customized KPI scorecard that we can customize anything you want. We have both the use as is and the customizable at will. And we have a customer success team and a business intelligence reporting team that can build these for you if you cannot. And we do that all the time for really complex ones. The what if cash flow and forecasting optimizer is really a unique tool. It essentially allows you to define an unlimited number of what if scenarios. It has all of your accounts based upon your chart of accounts. You choose a reference period, single, range, or seasonal. You choose your what if month, and then your beginning reference month, and then it puts your reference month there, and then you see the what if column. It has a 60% on the first one and 100%. You can change those, and you can say, what will my next 12 months look like if I reduce my other income by 40%. Well, you can see it's going to reduce your cash flow. It's going to reduce your cash position, your P&L performance. And it really allows you to build a very sophisticated what if cash flow and forecast. And we think that this is really important for the future, given our, as I said earlier, our inflationary and recessionary pressures coming. So this tool was used during COVID, and it's still being used today by a lot of our clients who want to do a 12-month cash flow and financial forecast for their customers. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about, and this is all in that phase 2, is the customizable KPI scorecard for multi-entities. Okay, and this is multi-entity clients or vertical niche markets like physicians, dentists, veterinarians, retail, plumbers, you name it. You set up, it sets up with your top five income, COGS, expense, and KPI ratio analysis. Gives you an ideal range and gives you benchmarking for your customers. And then gives you your trend. And this is the same as the KPI scorecard we went over earlier, except this was a customizable one for more sophisticated customers. And you have a positive trend in green, negative trend represented by a red X. So this is something you can send to your customers, and it's part of the same package that we talked about earlier. It includes all those other reports that are included in the regular KPI scorecard that we discussed earlier. Total and net income year over year by month, running cash balance, top 10 expenses, and AR and AP analysis. So this is an example of something that we would have available for you in phase 2. All right, now I'm just going to go over some of the newest KPI ratio gallery reports. As you can see, this is a simple KPI ratio report reviewing profitability, activity, cash, efficiency, asset usage, liquidity, debt, and vertical analysis. Okay, it's available in 3 reporting periods: fiscal year to date versus same period last year, reporting month versus prior month, and reporting month versus same period last year. This is one of the newest ones we've come out with. We've also come out with several new automated KPI scorecards, and they're like the original ones I talked about, not the customizable one I just talked about. We have a whole series of automated KPI scorecards to get our accountant clients up and running. This particular one is automated KPI scorecard with benchmarking, available in those 3 periods. And what this does is it gives you the ability to show your customer where they're falling down. And it follows the same principle of green is good, red we got to talk. All of our BI follows that. And then, of course, this is one without benchmarking if you have customers that don't need benchmarking. But available in the same 3 periods as all of them.
Hey, Brad, can we run another poll?
Yes, please. Polling question number 2, please.
So the question is, what is the most successful way you or your firm market your services to prospective businesses today? And we'll leave that open for another few seconds here, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and close it out. Thanks, Brad.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. The next set of report packages that are available in this advisory services package, which we call the Turnkey Advisor Program, because we provide all the resources in a turnkey package for you to use for your customers, is a single entity example and a multi-entity example of a business intelligence package. And when you guys get this deck, you'll be able to click these two buttons here, and it'll open up into a complete package that you can see exactly what's in it. And it's all the things we're talking about before. KPI scorecards, KPI ratios, budget to actual, all these kinds of packages, and including financials as well, if you want to do it. Just give you a couple of examples. Okay. All right. One of the last things I want to talk about is, how we at Qvinci how we suggest that accountants use the advisory portal and these business intelligence and reporting packages. And I have this diagram right here, sort of has the accountant in the middle. Okay, we want to automate the consultancy. We want to add value-added services. So we have a client advisory portal up at the top. Motivates you to call your clients to offer correct advisory support. It's very simple stuff. Favorable versus unfavorable trending across multiple periods for the 10 key performance ratios. Okay, traditional financials. Well, that's best to use, that's the backup data. That's why these arrows and ratios. Okay, so we have a KPI scorecard packages that motivates the client to seek you out for advisory report. And that's what we talked about earlier. Custom KPIs and benchmarking, green and red arrows. Green is good, red we got to talk. And we also have predictive analytics packages we talked about earlier that also motivates our clients to talk to you. And an example of that would have been the what if forecasting package, and the new tools we're getting ready to come out with regarding forecasting the future. And we think they're going to become extremely important in the future. But it's all about developing that sort of cohesive relationship with your client. You call them when you think they have a problem. They're calling you when they think they have a problem. And in the middle of that is a win-win scenario. All right, this right here is just a recap of the turnkey advisor program resources that we provide. Okay, we have a basic user guide, a marketing kit, the advisory portal, all the KPI scorecards and business intelligence tools. But most importantly, is we have a customer success team that is well trained to help you get up and running. Molly Uckerlin wrote a testimonial for us, and her final few words were regarding this program, and their customer success team rocks. And so we took a lot of pride in that, because that's we talk about the themes in the beginning, having those resources, having vendor support, to help you get off the ground and get this done for you, help you with the marketing kit, help you if you have problems getting the emails into your Outlook. I mean, we're there to help you every step of the way. Plus, we have numerous knowledge-based articles, video tutorials ready to go, and a complete business intelligence team ready to build more advanced reports if your clients need them. So while we have a little extra time, let me go into a few questions we have.
Let me go ahead and launch one more poll. We have two more we need to get through.
Okay, well, let's do number 3.
Okay. Question is, what is the biggest obstacle preventing you or your firm from starting to offer and market advisory services today? And we'll keep this open for a few more seconds. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary. Well, listen, we have a couple of questions here we could probably go over, and let's do that. The first question, listen, we have a lot of questions, so we don't get to them all. We will have someone reach out to you. Does Qvinci allow you to add data from outside QuickBooks, like fair value of a property? Yes, we do have Excel upload, and we have a lot of people that use it. So that's easily doable. Does Qvinci allow you to create custom formulas with the Excel spreadsheet? Great question. Yes, we do. Our report editor is Excel-like. You can take an Excel and dump it into Qvinci. In fact, we do that with most people's report request. And we can download from the Qvinci editor to Excel. And the formulas are right there. So that works great. And you know, for our customers that want us to do custom reporting projects for the more advanced features, that's we get them to send us that. The first thing we do is download it in the editor and see what we have. The next question: does Qvinci still work with desktop? Qvinci works with all forms of desktop, all forms of online, Excel, Xero, MYOB, and it doesn't make a difference to us whether or not it's online or desktop, hosted or at your office. It doesn't matter. We have lots of clients on Right Networks, and we have several other hosting services as well. Okay. Here's a question here we got. What differentiates Qvinci from other business reporting and analysis apps? Okay. I would say two things. One, we invented the data collection, consolidation, mapping process, and no one does it like that. Intuit doesn't even do it. Intuit uses a Excel spreadsheet sync tool, which doesn't work once you get past a few clients, and that's why they brought us in on the Fathom sunset, because Fathom doesn't do it either. And the other thing is customization. It's one thing to have a pretty dashboard on your website. Every business is different. Every client's different. If you don't have the ability to press the green button and get the metrics, but also have the ability to customize things for our clients that want customization, I think that's what differentiates Qvinci, because we provide both. We provide the dashboard and the metrics and the KPI scorecard and the 110 gallery reports we have in our system available to our clients, but we also provide the customization. We have a saying at Qvinci. If you can envision it in Excel, we can build it in Qvinci. Here's another great question here that we have. We've been searching for capabilities like this. How difficult is it to implement Qvinci across our clients or their ecosystems? And I would say that normally when you're installing a new software, the pain point is a 30. Qvinci's a 3. It's very easy to install, and we do most of the work for you. Our customer success team, we have a phased rollout process and a phased onboarding process, and we don't leave you to your own devices. We walk you through the process. So it's very simple. Next question is, can I buy QuickBooks and Qvinci from the same vendor? Yes. Qvinci just signed a deal with Intuit. We are now an official reseller of Intuit, and we are combining QuickBooks and Qvinci as a single solution. And we have all kinds of specials going on right now for accountants on this new product. And Gary, I think you asked me a question early on about the Fathom exit and Qvinci's entry into that space, and that ties in there. How Now here's a question. Here's an interesting question. How does Qvinci help standardize reporting across all clients? That's what we started when we started our Qvinci for Accountants program, because our founder and inventor, Charles Nagel, always said, the way accountants are going to make more money is if you can standardize the reporting package you give across all your small to medium businesses, okay, then you can actually make money doing monthly, quarterly, and annual reporting. And so that's one of the strong suits of Qvinci. We can standardize all your reporting across all your clients into one or more packages. Here's an interesting question we have. How does Qvinci, excuse me, with approaching inflationary pressures mounting, is the what if cash flow forecasting solution available now? And are there any other tools available? Yes, the what if tool is available now. You can build a cash flow and financial forecasting. It's in the gallery. It comes with Qvinci, but we also have numerous other tools to help you understand your past, grade your present, and forecast your future. I would suggest you talk to one of our solutions consultants, and they will go over all these different tools. We have a nice free trial special going on right now. And when you get a copy of the deck, you can hit schedule a demo or start a free trial and get started. All right, I think that is all the questions we have.
Yeah, and we do have one more poll we need to launch. I'm gonna go ahead and launch that.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. This will be the last poll. So again, just if you need the CPE, you need to have participated in 3 out of 4. Poll question: how interested are you in learning about the new technologies presented in this webinar? All right, we're going to close this out in about 5 more seconds. Closing now. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Gary, for taking care of those polling questions. If we didn't get to your question during the presentation, we will reach out to you afterwards. We're probably going to go. We may go a little over. If anyone wants to stay on, I'm going to do a little quick in-app presentation. I don't think it'll last more than 3 minutes, so we probably won't go too far over. But I wanted everybody to kind of see quickly about the screenshots I was showing earlier. You know, we start with the advisory portal. Okay, you click your reporting period you want. You want year to date, boom, hydrates. Okay, you have all your clients here. You have their reporting entities here: GL, JE, file type, last sync, reporting month. Then you can go over here and say, oh, wow, I am my gross profit margin, okay, is down. It's all fake data. So in normal, let's say it was down 5%, or in this case, down 0.16. You can look at some of the summary level data and see your gross profit margin and what you've done. In this case, physical year to date versus same period prior year. If you were to go and change this, okay, and go to gross profit margin, you would have a different period. And let's say you want to take a look at this gross profit margin, but you want to dig a little further. You click the button here, go straight into the underlying reports. The internet's a little slow, but you go into the underlying reports and you can dig a little further. And let's say, okay, my patient refunds is kind of off. I click into that. Go right into the general ledger. And you can investigate here and promote a journal entry create a journal entry, view journal entries, right? All from right in one screen, just right there. Now, if we go back to the advisory report, I want to go over this one last thing. It'll only take me another minute. The report library. We talked about all the reports available. Okay, and this is your report library. Okay, and you can see here, we got your turnkey advisor program overview, which we've been talking about today. We have a program guide, KPI scorecard guidance, marketing kit, advisory portal, and basic user guide. So let's say I wanted to learn more about the marketing kit. Okay, got a video, we have a PDF, and we have an explanation of it. So my whole point is all these things are right here. If you want to take a look at your cover page, you know, or any of these items here. Let's say you want to take a look at your KPI. All right, you go look at the KPI scorecard, and you just pull this thing up. Okay, preview. Internet's a little slow today, but it'll load right up, and you can edit it. You can add it to a package, or you can use it as is. So the KPI scorecard package right here. You want to export to Excel, close preview, export to PDF. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how simple and easy all the things are at your fingertips for this program, and how we can use this to help you provide better advisory services to your clients. I know we've gone over a lot of material, so everyone will have a copy of the deck. Please reach out to us if you need, and we're here to help you. And thank you very much for Gary, an insightful accountant, and I hope this presentation was helpful. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Brad. We certainly appreciate it. And thank you everyone who took some time out of their day to come and learn a little bit more about technologies that are impacting your business and some of the tech that's available out there. As Brad said, if we had any questions that weren't answered, the Qvinci team will certainly reach out to you after this. And just as a reminder, if you're looking for CPE credit, that will be coming to you within 24 hours. And same, within 24 hours, you'll receive an email that has a link to the YouTube page, which this recording will be placed on our YouTube page. Typically takes 3 to 4 days before we can get it posted there, a little bit of editing that we do. And then in that same email will be a link to the presentation as well. So again, thanks everybody. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate you taking some time and sharing your knowledge with us. Thank you.
Thank you.